2.5-year-old, and I'm a homemaker as well. I hold a bachelor degree in science, and I'm pursuing a master's degree in English literature right now, which is from distance learning course. And I run a YouTube channel, Akanksha's English Hub, where I post conversational videos and some sort of tips to learn English, as I've learned this language all by myself at home. So just to help all the beginners out there who feels that they cannot learn English because they have come from the Hindi background or like different language background, and who have the fear that because they belong to certain place so they cannot learn this language. So yeah, this is what I do. That's pretty much about me.
Great, ma'am. So you are from English medium, ma'am?
No, I'm from Hindi medium. I've done my schooling from Hindi medium.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now you are helping to others.
Yes,
Great.
my main motive is that just to, because as I come from a very rural area of Uttarakhand, so I just wanted to uh, spread this thing that no matter from where you belong, you can still learn this language. Because when I started learning this language, that time I had this fear that just because I come from a very rural area of Uttarakhand, I cannot learn this language. So because of that,
So when did you start your YouTube journey, ma'am?
YouTube, it's been 1 year since I've started, but I was not regular with my YouTube channel due to my
Yeah, now.
responsibilities and all.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
told me that you have 2.5 year baby, na?
Yes.
So it's very difficult, right?
Yeah.
Because now you have to take care of her.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Because since you are also homemaker, so you can completely resonate with this.
yeah, truly,
Yes.
I can resonate with you.
So
So
do you
because
also
now,
have a YouTube channel?
yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I have
Okay.
been working on.
Hmm.
So I
Great.
want to improve myself. So that's why I created my own channel. Earlier, when I started my journey, I was very authentic of about this language because I think I left my study for 10 years, and then
Hmm.
after now I'm working on. So initially I had to face so many difficulties while speaking, but now I can see that little bit now I'm able to speak this language, and I
Hmm.
try to improve myself every single day because this is a lifelong journey. So
Hmm.
that's why I thought that if I have channel, then I can connect with other person, and now I can immerse myself every single day for learning this language especially. So
Hmm.
that's why I created my own channel.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely. So how long have you been working on your spoken English?
yeah, 8 to 9 months it's been going
Okay.
on. Yeah, earlier I just used to watch some sentences. I
Hmm.
was not that much fond of learning this language, but when I felt that this is important for me, so because of my kids, I can say that I started my journey. I got to know that because of the English language, they were suffering their life. So that's why I started my journey. Because as a mother, it's my responsibility to encourage them, because we should not depend on school all time, right? So this is the
Absolutely.
way I started. And if I can speak, so my children feel that this is a language, it's we can learn, right?
Hmm.
So I started, and now it's going on. So I
Yeah.
feel good that now I'm able to speak.
Hmm.
So if definitely uh, when we come from Hindi background, so it is very difficult. But if you stick with your goal and stick with your practicing, so definitely it will be easy for you. So
Absolutely.
so I
Hmm.
feel like this, this is a language and we can learn if we put our effort for learning this language. So it will be easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Completely agree with you because like it's it can be difficult, but it is not impossible, right? uh,
yeah,
Being a Hindi medium background student, you might feel like maybe it is only for English medium background student to speak in this language. Because that's why I said this thing, because I used to think these things, like I had these myths in my brain that if I
yeah,
belong to Hindi medium background, then I cannot speak. But now, because I have immersed myself in this language, I stayed consistent with my learning journey. I tried to speak, so now I'm able to manage a conversation. Now I'm able to speak. So I think anyone can do it. And yes, as you mentioned that you are doing it for your children. So like these days, I think it has become mandatory for children to speak in English at their school,
Yeah.
right? So it is very important to
Yes.
give them that background in at our home as well. It is very necessary because then only they will learn it naturally. Then they are not going to feel like it is a subject. They are going to take it as a language only, right?
Yeah. That is
Yes.
why, and one thing that now I'm feeling that curiosity, it's a very important thing.
Mhm.
But earlier I was not curious that much. But now when I started my journey, I'm feeling that if you are a curious person, so you will try to learn something new. What do
Hmm.
you think, ma'am?
Yes, that's true. I mean, whatever you are learning, if you are curious and interested in that particular thing, you'll try to learn harder. But if you are not interested in that particular thing, if you are just doing it for the sake of doing, so then it becomes a bit difficult to stay consistent and to learn more, right? Then we feel boredom and then we are going to quit very soon. So I think, yeah, curiosity and interest, your interest matter a lot.
Definitely. So
Yeah.
now I'm feeling that some I try to learn every single day that new word, new phrase. So this is the thing that curiosity is very important,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. And you are doing a
Actually,
great job. In 8 or 9 months, you have come so far and you are speaking very well, to be honest.
yeah, now I'm trying. Sometimes I make mistake, but I try to reduce my mistake because it's a, I can say that it's a human tendency when we start something new. So we make mistake. I feel,
Absolutely.
right? So I make mistakes sometimes, but I try to now I'm trying to reduce my mistake because if you learn, so firstly you have to focus fluency, then after you try to focus on accuracy. That is my thoughts, right?
Exactly. Hmm,
Accuracy is
absolutely.
very important because if you say something and the person in front of you, he or she is not able to understand you, so communication is not going on well, right? So this is the important that accuracy is also important for us before, I mean after fluency, then after we should focus on our accuracy.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, the main point is to communicate. And if we both of we like we are able to understand each other, that's the main thing about communication, that's the main thing about connecting. So if we are able to understand each other, we are able to convey our thoughts properly, then it's fine. I mean, of course we should improve our grammatical mistakes as well, but this is a very gradual process. Like, we cannot think that in 2 years we will become fluent without making any mistakes and all, because learning any language is a very long process. It's not a 2 years or 3 years thing. It's a long time journey, right? So it is going to take a lot of time. So we should just stay consistent and learn every single day, right?
Yeah.
But you have a very great attitude towards learning this language, and maybe this could be the reason you have come so far. Because if you think this way, that okay, I will learn every single day a little bit of anything, and I'll focus on this thing first, as you mentioned that you are focusing on fluency first and accuracy then. So it's a great attitude, I would say, because you have very positive attitude towards learning this language. And if you are initially you feel that okay, uh, there are some people who feels that oh, it's been 8 or 9 months and still I'm making mistakes, I'm not fluent enough. This way you are going to discourage yourself a lot. Like, you are not going to feel motivated enough to continue your journey, right? So your attitude should be positive, whatever you are doing and whatever you are learning.
Yeah, ma'am, because of there is some reason because I face so many, I mean in my past I faced so many difficulties, so that things motivate me.
Hmm.
So now, they that things we can say that motivate me to make identity, because doing household and taking care of family, it's a I can say that every lady does this type of things. Okay, but if you try to make your identity and if you try to learn something, that is great things. So
Absolutely.
I think if I started my journey very soon, so it would be better. But it's okay when when we feel like it is important for me, then we can start. So I want to know that how do you manage, like now you have very younger child, younger girl, daughter, sorry. So definitely it would be difficult for you that everything. So how do you manage?
Now I feel like it's not that much difficult, but initially it was because when she was too tiny, that time it was like extremely difficult for me to get time. But now she has like a little bit grown up, so sometimes she can play by herself. So I can get like I can manage. I plan my
So do
day
you live
accordingly.
do you
Yes.
live in joint family?
No, 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 I don't. I am living in a nuclear family, but I try to plan my day accordingly. Uh, in the afternoon, whenever she sleeps, that time I have these conversation, and whenever she is awake, that time I try to engage her. I try to spend my time with her. In the evening, I try to play with her so that she does not feel that I am not spending my time with her. And mornings are quite hectic because I have to do a lot of things. And these days, I am sending her to Anganwadi centers. Recently, I started doing it because it's very like
The perfect time
nearby. Yes,
because you are not here.
yes, and there are a lot of kids, so she can enjoy her time with them. And some days I also stay with her because some days she feels a bit cranky. So she says that, Mama, you also stay here. I feel like it's if I organize my day properly, if I go with plan that day, it goes very smoothly. But if it is not organized, that day it becomes a bit difficult for me. Like sometimes I feel like I don't know it happens. I think I'm not sure if it happens with everyone or not. But being a mother, sometimes I feel a bit guilty if I am not spending time with her, like in entire day, if I haven't spent time with her, or I'm bit busy with my household chores or anything. So sometimes I feel very guilty about it. I feel like I should spend more time with her because this time is also not going to come again and again, right? But then
Okay.
I know that these are the things which I'm not only doing for myself. Of course, I'm improving myself for her as well. But like I always try to spend some time, some quality time with her, and I always engage with her. I try to teach her very small things like poems, and these days she is learning alphabets and like countings and all. So yeah, that's how I manage, I would say.
So what advice would you like to give a homemaker that they want to learn something, but they have excuses that they don't have time. So what
Yes.
advice would you like to give?
Yeah, I just want for homemakers, I would like to say that I know that it is not a very easy job. Homemaking is very difficult, and it's a very hectic thing because you have break in every job, but not in this. But still, I would say that no matter how much time you are getting spare time in your day, half an hour, 1 hour, but try to spend some time for yourself, like learn something, anything. It is not important that you are learning. I'm not saying that you have to learn English. I mean, anything, but just try to do something for yourself, to grow yourself and to learn something, right? It could be your any hobby as well. If you are fond of doing any single thing, just try to invest your spare time in that particular thing because it will help you to, grow in your life. Otherwise, being a homemaker, because this is something which is like people take you for granted a lot of time, and it's our responsibility to not feel this way and to not let others take us granted. So for that we have to keep growing and keep learning every single day. So whatever time you get, I think it's very important to invest some time to learn something, grow in your life, to teach yourself something. spending your time in a good things, like reading could be anything, like it could be anything, reading or like anything, but you have to keep growing and keep learning, I would say.
Definitely. We, if we, uh, I mean, we should not waste our time. That right,
Exactly,
because
absolutely.
if we waste our time, then after a while, after spending so many time, then we feel time waste myself, waste me.
Absolutely.
Okay, so definitely
uh
we should try every single day something new, something different, and spend
yes.
with our time. With
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
sometimes it happens that we feel very tired and that day we just need rest. And I'm not talking that, you should not take rest at all. But I just feel like whatever time you are getting, like spare time you are getting, try to learn, utilize that time in a good way. I mean, instead of doing useless things, try to utilize that time in a good way so that it can help you to grow in your life, right?
and you feel that you are update person.
Yeah,
You will feel
absolutely.
that means, right?
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
I felt that earlier, before started my journey of YouTube and speaking journey, I felt like I was lagging behind. I was, definitely because I didn't do anything. Like
Hmm.
and so many things I didn't know how to do, how to operate these things. So
Hmm.
now I'm learning, I'm growing. So I feel like now I'm updating myself. So this is the thing help me to make me happy. That means I can say
Yes, and it
so
gives you
truly.
confidence as well, right?
Yeah,
When,
truly.
yeah,
It's keep me confident.
yes, when you like work on yourself, it gives you inner confidence, and then you just automatically feel very confident about yourself. When I had my baby, she was a newborn at that time, and I was completely indulged with my household chores and taking care of her. So I was not getting time for myself. I was not learning, not doing anything for myself. So I became very underconfident at that particular time. And I know that confidence comes from when you keep learning, right? Confidence comes from trying new things, learning new things, working on yourself. So then I started learning English language, and then I can see the drastic change in my confidence because I was utilizing my time in a good way. So yes, I think confidence also comes from these things. So it's important.
Yes.
Otherwise, if you are staying at your home and you are completely immersed in your household chores, you become very underconfident and you yourself think very bad about yourself. You feel like you don't deserve a lot of things, and then people also treat you same that way only, right?
And one more thing that if you are a confident person, so whatever obstacles will come in your way, then you will be able to handle.
Yes.
Right. So this is
Just
very
give me.
important.
I'm so sorry. I
Okay.
think she's awake.
Yeah, I think we should wrap up our session. So thank you
Yeah,
so
it
much
was
for
lovely
giving
chat with
me.
you.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
like I
was.
would love to talk to you more, but because of time constraint, and she is also awake, so
Yeah, I know. I can understand. So thank you so much for giving me your precious time, and I
same like
really enjoyed a lot to have this session. So sorry,
likewise, I
I
would say.
really enjoyed a lot to talking to you. So thank you so much. Uh, Bye.
Likewise.